Hi, I'm Bill, and if this is the first time dropping into the channel, welcome. So it's Monday, the 20-something of 24th of October. I was down in Borrego Springs this morning. It's coffee time here. I was going to stop in Landers for 3 nights and then come over to the Nightfall 2022 here in Borrego Springs. But I just decided to come straight in and extend my stay here at Borrego Springs. I've got power, I've got water, I've got a sewer service here and everything. So I just decided to come straight in. So last night was my first night. As you can see here, I have my Zenastar Z61. This is the one that I'm driving with my ASIair Plus. Made good progress last night. Again, I'm in the familiarity stage. And real quickly, before I go any further, in my prior videos, I made a statement that if you're all ZWO ASI, then the ASIair Plus could be a good solution for you. What I forgot to mention, and I want to thank my viewers for pointing it out, it works fine with a DSLR as well. So like many of us, at least I started with a Canon 6D as my first camera before I moved into a dedicated astronomy camera from ASI. So if you have a DSLR, it will work as I understand it. So just wanted to point that out. Hopefully I don't make any other misstatements about the ASIair Plus. So last night, basically what I worked on was getting a good polar alignment. Pretty cool tool for doing the alignment. Not unlike what the 3-point polar alignment tool in which is a plug-in in Nina. While the graphical user interface is different, it's the same concept, and it was pretty easy to dial in and get a good polar alignment on the front end. Other than that, I just took some images of the Heart Nebula. I just took about 20 240-second images, again, just to exercise the software, get familiar with it. There's some things that I still need to figure out. Today I'm going to work on using Telescopus to create a multiple panel mosaic and then import that into the ASIair to create the plans necessary to execute for that mosaic. I think I'm going to start small with a 2-panel mosaic, maybe with this focused on the Sol Nebula, and then maybe move to a 4-panel mosaic with the Heart Nebula. Now, I don't want to knock the ASI 533 MC Pro, but with the 1-inch sensor for combined with the Zenastar Z61, if I want to get the whole object in, I'm going to have to go to mosaics, and that's fine. I just need to learn how to do it with the ASIair Plus. Pretty easy to do with Nina. And the other thing I'm not sure of with the ASIair Plus that I'll be doing some research here today is how to orient the camera. Is there a rotation feature or something that helps me understand how I'm framed and how many degrees I should move my camera to get the object properly framed? With Nina, it's pretty straightforward. There's a manual rotator option in there, and then it tells me how many degrees. It takes an image, it lets me know the current orientation of my camera, and then it knows how I want to frame. So when I start the sequence to image, it'll plate solve, it'll take an image, and then it'll tell me how many degrees I need to rotate my camera. So I need to figure out how I do this with the ASIair Plus so that I can properly frame my objects, and then also that'll become important in my mind when I'm doing a 2-panel or 4-panel mosaic. Other things I want to work on today is placing the ASIair in station mode. I think I want to be able to get it on the same network as my tablet, which will then be able to create files, and then I'll be able to hopefully import them in. So my thought is if I have internet access with my tablet, I could go to Telescopus, I could create the mosaic, capture the coordinates, put it into a file, and then be able to import it into the ASIair Plus. So that's another thing I'm going to be working on today. Again, still in learning mode. Nothing I see so far that is a showstopper for me yet. Just a couple of things I need to figure out, do my research. The solutions are probably there, I'm just not aware of them. But I tell you, the polar alignment tool is pretty cool and pretty straightforward. And you know, all things kind of start in my mind with getting a good polar alignment, and then things will flow well from there as far as your plate solving and everything. What other things? I'm out here with my Starlink. I have the Starlink RV service, and that's really helpful because it gives me continuous internet access, so it makes it easy for me to research things. And that's one thing I like about coming out to the field. You know, my whole day is dedicated to this hobby. I'm not distracted at home with having to do this or do that. So, you know, while I may miss my wife from time to time, it lets me really just focus on what I'm trying to accomplish here. As far as my C8 or Edge HD8, I started working on it last night and got a good polar alignment using the 3-point polar alignment tool. But I tell you, it's kind of interesting. This is the first time I've tried to run 2 mounts, and so you easily get a little bit distracted. But once I got the ASIair Plus up and running, then that enabled me to focus on the Edge 8 or the Edge HD8, the C8. So tonight, once I fire up the ASIair Plus and get that imaging with the Zenastar, then I'll just focus on this and figure out a target that I want to work with, and go from there. So, I mean, when you have 2 mounts, there's simple things like what should the spacing be between them so one mount doesn't have the other mount in its view, and those type of things. So just little stuff that I've had to focus on. But so far, so good. And I need to get a cover for my Zenastar, and I'll get that done. So I'm just finding out little things that I could possibly add to my kit, like a cover, which will be helpful going forward. Again, out here I'm powering these with my Jackery. Even though I have AC power available, I like to power my scopes with the Jackeries, and I think it provides a constant stable current to the mounts and everything. And yeah, that's about where I'm at on the 24th of October 2022 down here at Borrego Springs. Nightfall starts on I think Thursday, so people should be coming in the next few nights, and it'll run through Saturday, and I'm out of here on Sunday morning. I don't know if that's the 30th of October, but you know, I'm really liking the ASIair Plus, and I'm looking forward to sharing some of the screens with you. I've downloaded X Recorder onto my tablet, so I hope to be able to capture some of the screen displays and step through the polar alignment and then how you set up your plan and show what guiding looks like and all that. So if I have an opportunity tonight, hopefully I'm going to be able to do some screen captures and share those screen captures with people that may be considering an ASIair Plus or may not be familiar with what an ASIair Plus is. to just provide you with a little bit more detail on how cool the device actually is. All right, well, I think that's about it. I'm gonna have my coffee, make a bowl of Cheerios, and then get to work on getting this ASIair Plus onto station mode and gain an understanding of what that looks like and how I can attach to it when it's in station mode and those type of things. And hopefully I'll have an update tomorrow or the next day on some of the progress and be able to show a little bit more than me just standing in front of a camera. So, all right, so if you like this kind of content, please give it a thumbs up. As always, like, share, and subscribe. And let me know what you're imaging in the comments. Questions are always welcome as well. So, and wherever you may be in the world, I'm hoping clear skies for you. They should be pretty good here the next few nights. A little bit of cloudiness maybe from time to time. And if the winds stay down, that'll be good. Generally down in the desert locations, what I'm finding around 7 or 8 o'clock, the winds start to dial down to maybe 4 miles per hour. And another reason for me to start a little bit later with my C8, because its bigger profile will catch more wind. And so, but it'll all work out. So clear skies. Other than that, see you next time.